Hey y'all, so y'all know how we talk about, like, I've been talking to you guys about attachment styles and like how most of us black girls weren't really taught how to date, mistakes that I've made in the past, the things that I didn't know that I now know that I would do different, yada 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 yada, XYZ. Okay, so there has been something that had come up for me, and I let the entire process kind of do what it do, almost like a case study for myself, right? So um, a couple of months ago, maybe about, I don't even know how long ago now, but a few months ago, I had found like an old childhood friend or whatever on Facebook. And I remember telling my best friend about it, and I was just like, I'm finding myself falling into like this cycle of like rumination about this person. And I had told her, I'm like, I ain't even reached out to the person. I have not even, like, even so much as like did the hey, how you doing? Nothing. Just simple rumination, just based off of this is a familiar feeling, right? And so she was just like, okay, well, like, how do you feel about it? And I said, I don't really know how to feel. I was like, I don't really know anything yet, but I'm just noticing it. So, you're the person I talk to about this thing. So she's like, okay. So time goes on or whatever. I think I told her, I'm like, this ain't the same person I knew when I was a kid. Like, they look good. They got some weight on them, yada, yada, yada. So time goes on or whatever. We befriend each other on social media, and I'm just kind of like, watching, playing by ear, whatever. And at the time, I told my best friend, I said, see, this is why I'm glad that I caught it, because at that, I was like, this person, they just, how do I put it without being offensive? Because this is somebody that I like care about as far as like a friendship goes, but they just weren't in the best place. I'm gonna put it like that. So I just ended up calling her like, yeah, I'm glad I followed my first mind and just played it by ear, because this is the situation, this is what they got going on. Like, none of this I need to be a part of, pretty much. And she was like, okay, so I left it alone. So then recently, myself and that person started like chatting again. And I'm actually very grateful for this experience and that it happened. Nothing bad has happened or anything like that, but I'm grateful that it happened because it was showing me step by step, like, this is how you have fallen into these past situations. So there was a video that I had posted, or I was responding to somebody on here, and they were talking about like they started, like, when they started dating their husband, they kept saying like the husband felt like home to them. And I was like, that's the red flag right there. Like, home to us was chaotic, home to us was abusive, home to us was unstable. So it feeling like home is not good. And so I started to find myself, like, the more and more that I and this friend started to talk, and the more intense the conversations got, the more I started to feel attached to them again. Like, it felt safe because they were familiar. And mind you, this is not even a stranger. This is somebody that I've known since I was a child, right? And so I was just letting the things progress. It wasn't nothing too major, but it was just more so like, oh, this is how this happens. Okay, so this person feels familiar. Then I talk to them all the time. Okay, then I spend some time with them. And then I kind of get my feelings involved. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, okay. So I bring that up because, we always talk about, and I say on here a lot, like, I wasn't taught to date, I was taught to attach. And when I read that book, Adult Children of Emotionally Emotionally Immature Parents, it talks about your attachment styles and how you even how you develop them, right? And with me being in a place now where I'm securely attached, I can actually look and say, okay, this is what this is. I know what this is. If I decide to go on with it, that's all on me. Whatever happens, I'm holding myself accountable for, yada 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 yada. I can't say I didn't know at this point, right? But I realized that in the past, I really didn't know what I didn't know. I really, this is the thing that I wanted, and I would justify, those things that the red flags that I was either ignoring, or something just didn't feel right in my body, and I would gaslight myself into staying in that situation because this is what I want, or this is the person that I want. Whereas now it's just kind of like, oh, okay. And yes, you're going to always see the potential in somebody, because I was in that place as well of like, okay, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, this is what they got going on, but I just made a video about how you will come into somebody's life and you will delay their karma. And you just simply think that you're being a good partner or a good friend or a good whatever the hell, and you will delay their karma. I don't know this person's season of their life right now, as far as like, I didn't dig too deep because it's really not my business. But I am aware of enough. I've done so much work on self enough to where I can look at the situation and go, I will always be your friend. But in what you got going on in this particular season in your life, I'm not supposed to involve or attach myself in it. And that right there for me alone is just a very happy place to be. I'm very proud of myself because, you know, like I always say, me a couple of years ago, me that wasn't healed, I might not have recognized those things. I might have just thought I was coming in like, oh yeah, you know, this is somebody that I've secretly been in love with since I was a child, yada, 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 XYZ. And I'm just glad that I caught it.